Good morning, friends and family. So, I wanted to do a quick video today, a little 5-minute math, if you will, looking at some of our math slides. All right. So, our learning target for day one is adding unlike fractions. And then our learning target for day two is dividing decimals by decimals. And then day three, we're going to be looking at multiplying our mixed numbers. That's always fun. And then day four, we're going to be adding mixed fractions. So we're going to start right back here with adding unlike fractions because that's kind of a good little loop around to where we're going to wind up at the end of the week. Okay, so we have this awesome, if I can get it a little bit bigger here, we have this great anchor chart that you're going to see in your child's presentation. Okay, you can create this with your kids, and I would highly recommend you do this. And this is something that they can reference throughout the week. Okay, so we have the example of 1/3 plus 1/2, and then 2/6 plus 3/6 being equivalent fractions that we use to ultimately solve that. Let's break that down a little bit further. 1/3 plus 1/2. Okay, all right, let me exit out of here. Very good. Okay, I can close those. 1/3 plus 1/2. All right, I have my whiteboard here. Okay, 1/3 plus 1/2. Now, on that chart, you'll notice that there was a model. Okay, you can certainly have your children draw the models if they want. I always see some value in a model. Okay, the only thing is I always tell my students the model is only as good as how accurately you draw it. If you have some graph paper at home, that's fantastic for working models and drawing models, okay? So let's just look at 1/3 plus 1/2. So as I noted earlier, we have to find equivalent fractions for these. All right, so what's going to be the common denominator between 1/3 and 1/2? Well, we know that we can use the denominators times the other denominator to always find a common denominator. It might not be the lowest common denominator, but that's just what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to multiply the denominator by 2 and the numerator, because whatever I do to the top, I also have to do to the bottom. Whatever I do to the bottom, I also have to do to the top. Oh, and that should be 3. Pardon my funky 3. Okay, funky cold 3. I'm going to move my face over here. I kind of like this. So now we have 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2/6 plus 3/6 gives us an answer of 5/6. Okay? I think everybody's following me. I think everybody's got this. All right, so let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do something a little bit wackier. Okay, let's go ahead and try. Oh, let's say 2/3 plus 8/12. Okay. Now, in this instance, I could certainly multiply 3 times 12 to find a common denominator, but I hope everybody can see that 3 is in fact a multiple of 12. So I merely have to find an equivalent fraction on this side, and then I can get to work. Now, if you did multiply the denominators and you change both fractions, that's totally fine. It's still going to work. You'll just have to simplify your answer. Okay, so let's see here. I have 8/12 plus, oh my goodness, 8/12. Look what I did here. Holy cowsers, okay? And so that gives me an answer of 16/12. Ooh, that, my friends, is an improper fraction, okay? So 12 can go into 16. 12 can go into 16 one time, And then I'm going to have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I'll have 4 12ths left over. I'm still not done. Still not done. I can divide this by 4. I can divide this by 4. Okay. And then, so my final answer, is that your final answer? Is going to be 1 and 1/3. 1 1/3. Okay, there is your final answer, Bob. There is your final answer. Okay. So remember, the most important thing is we have to make the denominators common if we're going to add or subtract these things. It's pretty simple. It's a little bit of work. This is what I tell my 5th grade students. You're going to have to do the math. Okay. All righty. So that is all I've got for you guys today. I hope you all have a beautiful